Yo guys, different type of video today. I thought, cuts over. It's been like what, three-ish weeks now. What I've been maintaining. Realistically, I've been eating a little bit over. I've actually been the bulk has started early, but it's autumn time. Summer body out the window. This is what I was looking like at the peak of the cut. But time to put on some weight. Not just put on some weight, but like be able to push myself properly in these sessions. Like brush summer now. Obviously not trying to get too heavy. I'm a wrestler, so at the end of the day, but it does mean things like cream of rice is heavy in my rotation, whether it's before the gym, sweet treat, because I'm not trying to have no biscuits, no donuts or nothing like that. So it's close enough to kill off this the sweet treat craving. But yeah, I don't pay full blood clot price for something I can make at yard. No, man. A bag of rice, make cream of rice yourself. Like what? All it takes is blending up some rice and then adding your own whatever bullshit sweet like flavors you want. Why am I gonna pay extra for less? No. So let's get into it. Alright, so boom, you get your rice. Now, if you're like me or any other sane human being, especially those of us that go to the gym, you hate the feeling of being bloated. Not only does it make you look shit, but the main reason being is then you feel heavy. Being in the gym heavy, if they don't correlate, bro. So how do you combat this when it comes to most of your carbs? When it's rice, oats, whatever. The main thing is the starch on the outside of the actual carb itself. So how do we combat this? Wash your rice, wash your oats. It's not that difficult. Scrub off well, realistically, when it comes to oats, you can just soak it in the water, let the starch fall off, drain it, slap it in there. Obviously, I'm blending this up to make cream of rice. So what am I going to do? I'm going to dehydrate it in the air fryer afterwards and then blend it up. Boom. I've got 360 grams worth of rice. Obviously, I'm just going to keep washing it and rinsing it, washing it, letting the starch dry off, letting it get cloudy, re-rinsing it. Why have I got 360 grams? Each of my servings I do is 60 grams of rice. So 6 days, it's just a week's worth. Obviously, one day is my rest day. I don't have cream rice on my rest day. So yeah, obviously, I'm just gonna speed through this, but yeah.
2,000 years later.
Bro, I made this water too fucking hot. My fingers are burning. Okay, so I've washed it about three times. You can keep going if you want, but now it's for the dehydration part. You're then gonna spread out your rice evenly in whatever you're gonna be drying out your rice in, whether that's your air fryer, your dehydrator, your oven. Obviously, if you're wondering what the white thing is, it's just parchment paper to make sure that the rice doesn't fall through the air fryer. Set it to 90 degrees for 20 minutes, and then we'll check back in a moment.
A few moments later.
Finally dried the rice. I set it on there for another 10 minutes just because I wanted to make sure that it was properly dried. The one key thing with this is, one, you want to do it in little batches so it doesn't get clumpy, and two, you want to make sure your rice is properly dried. That's the only thing I can emphasize the most out of this entire process. Make sure your rice is dry. But yeah, I'm going to do this in batches.
One eternity later.
And just like that, you've got your smooth cream of rice. Obviously, follow back for part 2 tomorrow when I show you how to actually prepare it and flavor it and whatnot. Peace.